Old S Telegraph Road. Head southwest on Lagoon Avenue, then turn left onto Point Street. Turn left.
to make some of those decisions? Do you rely on analytics or that gut feeling that we know everybody in sports has, but it's sometimes hard to get over the analytics?
Yeah, no, I look at both. I try to blend them. I mean, I try not to get kind of too fixated what you know. And look, and here's a good example for you. Like, let's say we have a closer, and Gregory Soto probably has the best stuff in our bullpen, and is an easy guy to say that I want the closer, and we're going to play the Indians. And I hope this is not like foreshadowing, but let's say we have the bases loaded in the 7th inning and Jose Ramirez is up, and I lose the game by not wanting to use my quote-unquote closer, Gregory Soto. Like, I feel like that's a disservice to our team right now, where we're at, by just annoying Soto the closer and not utilizing him in that 7th inning, bases loaded, Jose Ramirez is up to bat. That, to me, is the mentality that I'm trying to instill in our guys. We're going to try to win today's game the best way we can. If roles evolve and we've got, Buck or Cisnero or Daniel Norris, Homer, somebody throwing very well, and it starts to tend to be a more inning by inning type bullpen, then cool, I'm good with that. But I'm not going to walk into a season where we're trying to maximize our wins and get our mentality right on winning today's game and miss an opportunity to use one of my nastier pitchers in Gregory Soto, because I've given him a title that quite honestly he hasn't really earned yet, but also is unnecessary.
I want to ask you some non-baseball things, because we want to get to know you a little bit. If you could only go to one concert the rest of your life, who you want to go see?
Oh man, that's a pretty good one. My favorite concert, I've been to two of my favorite concerts have been on kind of different extremes of music, because Garth Brooks, I grew up in Oklahoma, so I've always loved the Garth Brooks show, and if he ever kind of continued his trend of, I listen to him sing, and it kind of takes me back to my Oklahoma roots a little bit. But U2 has been a kind of a big draw for me. I went to one in Phoenix with my wife and went to a concert. So maybe the newer school guys, my kids would want me to do a Taylor Swift concert or something a little cooler than my two. But I'm kind of rocking with you at that point.
All right, what about movie?
One movie. I would go back to the rerun of Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
There's no real reason other than I think it's an interesting movie, and I never want to be in prison.
So we got you pegged, Shawshank Redemption and Taylor Swift.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I'm stuck in 2007.
What's Thursday going to be like for you?
It's going to be exciting. I kind of like the weekend forecast more than I like Thursday's forecast. It's going to be a little cold for me, but I'm excited to get back in the dugout and get to the game and get this season underway and again, just start to see the work that's been done here and have it carry over. We've gotten past the initial get to know period with the Tiger players. My staff is good and just run on. We're all working together now, and it feels like we're one big group now. So getting back in the dugout, after being out for a year and being back in the competitive juices are flowing a little bit. Fans are going to be in the stands. It's a place that I love in Detroit. As a player, as a opposing manager, I've always enjoyed coming here. It's going to be emotional for me because I know how sacred these jobs are, and the fact that I'm back is pretty rewarding.
So last one, as we continue to get to know you, it's the start of the baseball season. It's also the start of hot dog season. Are you hot dog or brat?
I would take a hot dog over brat.
Mustard or ketchup?
Both. Mustard and ketchup, but no relish.
Okay.
That's good. AJ, thanks. Hopefully we'll get to meet you in person one of these days. I don't know what the protocols are going to be when we come down to the ballpark, but it's a pleasure, and we'll talk to you the rest of the season. Good luck Thursday and the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's Tiger manager AJ Hinch on the Stony and Jansen program, 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Klipsch Premium Audio. Not much in the way of slowdowns or accidents at the moment, but some road work is coming up today, leaving one lane open 75 northbound from 13 Mile to Maple, and then a double lane closure is scheduled M59 eastbound at Squirrel. Klipsch Premium Audio for over 75 years. Klipsch has been delivering the highest levels of sound quality. Designed in the U.S. for global markets, Klipsch creates the ultimate listening experience. Klipsch, keepers of the sound. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Hey, it's Eli Erskine with a BetQL Tournament Timeout brought to to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Tonight in the college basketball tournament, Michigan takes on UCLA in one of the regional final matchups. Michigan is around a 7.5-point favorite, and UCLA is plus 280 on the money line. The total is around 136. Michigan picked apart Florida State in the regional semifinal, and UCLA was able to knock off Alabama in overtime. Michigan has a size advantage, and it should overwhelm a UCLA team that doesn't have the length to match up down low. UCLA also has a below-average three-point defense, so look out if Michigan can get hot from beyond the arc. Michigan shot under 30% from three in its last game, which means a bounce-back performance could be in store. At the other end, unless UCLA can play at a snail pace and get the ball to the rim, it's going to have a tough time scoring. I lean towards Michigan, but you might be able to get more value if you wait to live bet it. This BetQL tournament timeout is brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Download the app and sign up today. Must be 21 years or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
This Radio.com Sports Minute is brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties.
This Boomer Esiason with a Radio.com Sports Minute. From a field of 68, 6 goals remain. Half of the men's Final Four is set. For the first time since the legendary 1984 Phi Slamma Jamma team, the University of Houston is in the national semifinals. The second-seeded Cougars will challenge top-seeded Baylor back in the Final Four for the first time since 1950. Houston withstood a late 17-5 run by number 12 Oregon State that tied the game with less than 4 minutes to go. Then Baylor dominated number 3 Arkansas wire-to-wire in an 81-72 win. Baylor's women team was also in an Elite 8 showdown. However, the second-ranked Lady Bears were less fortunate. A horrific non-call at the end when Baylor's Dejanay Carrington was clearly fouled cost a chance at critical free throws, allowing unbeaten UConn to escape with a 69-67 victory. Chino, Oriema's Huskies will face number 3 Arizona, a winner over Indiana. I'm Boomer Esiason.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out, because when you find the perfect home, you don't want to lose it to anybody else. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers and their agents greater confidence in you. We've already helped over 1 million clients just like you reach their home financing goals this year alone. So remember this, what can help you buy the home you really want? Rocket can. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET. That's rocketmortgage.com or call 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and timing. More call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Protecting your family and your possessions. There's very little in life that ranks higher on a daily to-do list than that. And the first line of defense in that protection is literally the roof over your head. It's a barrier to the brutal extremes of the sun, the wind, the rain, the hail, and the winter. Oh, the Michigan winters. They prey upon weaknesses in your roof like a lion on a gazelle. Luckily, you have Victor's Roofing on your side. Victor's Roofing has more 5-star reviews than any other roofing company in Michigan. Victor's Roofing offers a free video inspection of your roof. Victor's Roofing offers a lifetime leak-free guarantee. And Victor's Roofing will repair or replace your roof quickly, efficiently, and leave the area around your home cleaner than they found it. Guaranteed. Protecting your family and your home is a big job. Don't go it alone. Call Victor's Roofing today for a free roof inspection and estimate. 734-773-1100 or book an appointment online at victorsroofing.com. victorsroofing.com.
Hi friends, Bill Golly here from Golly Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Personally invite you to stop in during our Jeep celebration event. Well, remember, it all ends tomorrow night at 9 p.m. For example, qualified Chrysler employees can lease a 2021 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for just $229 a month. Leases for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year with 1,000 down. We have more than 2,000 vehicles to choose from, but again, it all ends tomorrow night at 9 p.m. at Golling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Roseville, Chelsea, Bloomfield Hills, and online at golling.com.
Receive a $5 rebate by trading up any non-contact thermometer reported Exergen purchased at any retailer. COVID vaccines are proven effective by peer-reviewed published studies. Exergen temporal scanners are the only forehead thermometers proven accurate by peer-reviewed published studies. Visit Exergen.com. Accuracy matters.
Parents, do you want to save your child's life? 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check can help. Make the time to have your child checked. Contact the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Learn more at 971theticket.com. You could win the ticket signing bonus. $1,000 in 11 times each weekday. Powered by BetQL. Let BetQL's proven data and analytics help you become a better. Download the BetQL app today. Listen for the keyword at 1/2 each hour between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Text that keyword to 72881 before the end of that hour. Message and data rates apply, and you could win a $1,000 signing bonus on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Michigan will take on UCLA for a ticket to the Final Four. Our brother station WWJ will have the broadcast pregame, I believe, around 9:30. Tip, as we know, 9:57 last night. Houston over Oregon State, 67-61. Houston led by 17 points. And then the game was tied at 55, and then they went on a little run to hold off Oregon State. Nice run for the Beavers, but they are gone. Baylor wins the nightcap, 81-72. They look really, really good. So it's Baylor against Houston in one bracket next weekend. I never thought I'd be, guys, want to talk a lot about the women's Final Four. Call me sexist, whatever you want, but I've watched more women's college basketball in the past, 48 hours than I think I've watched in the past 48 years almost. And I'm obviously exaggerating, but the men's game last night, I mentioned Houston was up by 17, so I was turning it off, put on the women's game for a little bit, and, Baylor was up big, and then one of their players got hurt, their best defensive player, and next thing you know, Connecticut's on a 19-0 run to take the game over. Baylor comes back, and it goes down to the end. There's some missed free throws, very physical game, a lot of, fouls called, non-fouls called, and it goes down to the end, and a woman by the name of Johnny Carrington goes up for a shot with the score 68-67, and she gets fouled, and they don't call a foul. And there's no doubt in my mind it was a foul. And obviously Baylor fans were very upset. All over there's tweets from every LeBron, oh my God, what a horrible call, and things like that. And it was a bad no call.